Welcome everyone to the EPL breakdown here for the Gavin Olcsvary Memorial Cup. So if you are just coming from the snake side or Dorito side video, welcome. If you are just starting off here, make sure that you go to those other videos so that way you can get a lot more of a full understanding of the fields. There's a lot of craziness here, so let's just jump right into this middle. So we already saw in the snake side video, you have some options here to see where did they go into the snake. Did they take the shallow route and go right into here, or did they take a deeper route? There's a lot of options, so they do have it. So I would understandably just probably... Yeah, I would recommend that you just say that there's a snake pretty consistently. There's a couple other options they have to get up there. Looking at the Dorito side, so that shot into the brick is definitely there. But if they have different routes, you have so many options here. Look how much space you have. So there's a lot of different options that they have to be able to get in. So that's not a guaranteed shot. Now, if you're doubling up here, just know that you don't want to stay here. It looks like there's a bounce off of the pin. There's probably a bounce off of this wedge. We saw from the snake side that there's a bounce most likely from that first snake one off here, maybe into here. So I wouldn't recommend staying here. And honestly, if you stay here, you're really not helping anyone. You can shoot blindly into the snake and shoot blindly into the Dorito side. And by that, I mean, let me get back down to a normal height. You're shooting completely blind over the top of this wedge. You're not doing anything to help anyone out. The only reason I would maybe stay here is if for some reason no one went wide. If they didn't go wide on the Dorito side, yeah, you can stay here and shoot this gap, and it's going to be hard for them to get that. So remember, like what I had said in the Dorito side and the snake side videos, I'm splitting this into 3 different sections, so this one is just going to be the middle. So let's look here as we go up into this this wedge. So I think you should be able to get into the wedge just fine. I was trying to see if there was a drop shot that you can do. I don't remember seeing anything snake side. Dorito side, if they have a perfect shot running and gunning into that Dorito, man, just give that to them. That's real solid. That's a very far run, and you would have to be incredibly slow to get up here and get shot by that. So this seems like pretty much a gimme. I think that this is going to be one of the bunkers that you should see pretty consistently off the break because it is so safe. Now, if you are looking at the Dorito side, know that you can't see them get up into these wedges, and you can't stop the outside move. So you need to assume that someone is shooting that gap or has eyes on that gap. You need to make sure of that, because if they get in here unseen and get into your wedge and wrap, you're dead. It's going to be difficult to survive when they get into your side. The advantage is if they stop at this Dorito and you come here, now you can actually shoot into these gaps. I don't know if that's the right move for them to do, but if someone does it, you know that you can come here and shoot this gap, and if they try to take the inside route, if they want to try to crawl up, it's going to be very difficult for them to do that. Let's look over at snake side. So you have a little bit of a sliver into there, and that's pretty much it. Let me go up and see if there's anything else. Yeah, there's really not a great shot into there. So this guy is not the one that you want helping out your snake. If someone is here switching, that means that they are you're in danger. It's not a good thing. So let's move up. As I move up here, actually, let me go back from the back center. So as you come up, I'm going to go right into the middle so we can see. So that tower and the Aztec both have shots coming back into you. I would say that this shot coming back in is maybe a little bit better, but if you have someone delaying to shoot into that gap, whether it be the shallow or the deep shot, just like we saw on the snake side, actually, this is good to, let me go back and show you guys this. So if I zoom up, or go up, we have the Aztec there. So this shot from the back center, if I have that there, just like we saw on the snake side, they have the shallow shot for the someone going into the brick. and they have the deep shot, but they have a couple other zones that they can shoot in here. So having someone look this way could be helpful. I think it's just going to be really dependent on how well is it that you can call audibles as the players are running out, because they have so many different options. Just like we saw coming out, there's a lot that they can do and be able to get out of the way of that paint. But as you are coming up here, of course, someone shooting back from the back center, they could kind of like shoot outside and then come in and shoot back. The issue with that is that it's blind. So if you stay low, I think you should be fine. Honestly, I feel like you could dive and just kind of crawl up, duck walk up, and you're going to be okay. Could you go gun up shooting one way or the other? I think it's possible. I think you could go and shoot into either of these gaps on the way up and have just a better support either way. But as we get up here, let's actually go back down again to a normal size. So remember what we had seen from the snake side. They have, I mean, this brick has a great shot into this gap and this gap. So it's going to be difficult for you to kind of hop between those. Could you stay low enough? I think this is going to be dependent on how tall the person is here, and how they can kind of drop the shot in. I think they might be able to, though, because it looks like they can shoot. Yeah, they might be able to. Now, the issue is that it is kind of blind. So they're shooting over the top of the beam here to try to slow you down if you're in the snake. But the issue is also that they can come up over the top and use this nub right here to block them out. They might even be able to shoot and bounce off this pin into you. So you just got to be careful of that. Force the shot coming back in. So you're kind of playing whack-a-mole a little bit, but worst comes to worst if you kind of tuck back. The issue is that if they come up into here and they come around, you're never going to see it. Let's look at the Dorito side. So it looks like Dorito side is going to be real tough to stop. For sure, there's going to be a bounce off here. It's probably from this wedge that they can bounce off the pin into you. Oh, going backwards, I wanted to go to the left. They might even be able to get it from the Dorito on the wrap to bounce here, so you wouldn't even see it. Like they could wrap and shoot this and shoot into you. Let's look here. I think that this is a middle that you're not coming here early, because it seems like you can get trapped here. I think this is a later middle that you come up to be able to shut down movement filling out, because look at this gap here and look at this gap here. So if you do shoot those wider bodies, you have someone come up to here and they can shoot into these gaps, and it's going to make it a lot more difficult for someone to make that move out. And I believe, yes, Snake does have the same. Again, you have that shot through there, this shot through here. So this middle is not one that I would send like immediately unless you're getting kills off of either side. It's probably going to be the guy filling from the back center. Not that you can't send someone there off the break. Just my first impressions right now, I don't know that it's really going to be worth it to send someone there like that. So let's look here at this wedge. I'm sorry, this brick. Yeah, you're not doing a whole lot on the snake side. Let's look. Yeah, Dorito way, not so much either. Yeah, these little bricks are not something that I would want to come to. Yeah, that's definitely a you're going there when you're closing out, because if you go there early, it's going to be very difficult. But let's look at this pin. Yeah, nothing there. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. I wanted to look at the cans, though. I think if you sent someone here, it's to stop the movement on the snake side. But you can see the shots on the Dorito side are able to get into you pretty easily. Let's go over to their can. I mean, of course, you can go through, use this to bunker someone out. But again, you have the inside shots there. Actually, I think it's going to be the same from here. Yeah, this is not not fantastic. Yeah. So a lot of shots coming into you, not a whole lot you can do. This is definitely a closeout type middle. This is not a middle I would want to send someone to early. I think this field is definitely going to be getting out more. So, but tell me in the comments what you guys think. That's the middle there. If you just came from the Dorito or the snake side, thanks for watching. If you're going to head there next, I'll see you guys in a little bit.